All right, here we go. Let's get some people in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it cracking. We're going to talk about your credit score. Let's get some people going on over here. We got TikTok on live. We got Facebook and YouTube. So let's go live. People, invite your friends, your family, your cousins, your brothers, your mothers. Invite everybody. Tell us where you're at. We're going to talk about your credit score, okay? Because I want everyone to know, where's your credit score? All right, let's go. Let's get it. All right, let's talk about it. Tell us where you're at. Hey, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. The more times we hit that like button, the more people we get in this room. Tell me where you're at, where you're from. We got TikTok, Facebook, and we got YouTube streaming live right now. All three platforms at the same time. Atlanta in the house. There we go. Hit those likes, people. You got to hit those likes so we can get more people to know. Houston, Texas, Michigan. Let's go. Where's everybody from, man? Don't be scared to talk. All right? I'm here to help you. Oh, 790. Okay. Mr. Larry Rogo just pulled up with his 790. He's like, this is where I'm from, 790 lands. Congratulations, bro. Hey, that's a huge accomplishment. Don't let anybody ever try to play that down, okay? You got Florida, Tucson, Nevada, Dallas, Texas, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Baltimore, Southern Cali. Originally born and raised in Cali, all right? In case nobody knows. Dallas, Texas, Louisiana. There we go. Let's get it cracking, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button so we can get more people in this room. We are streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on TikTok. All my TikTokers out there. You got Bronx in the house. There you go. Herschel Boyd, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the love. What up, everybody? What up? You got Credit Legacy in the room. All right. You got Florida. You got Minnesota, KC in the house. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Virginia, we're going to talk about your FICO score. Nobody ever talks about your FICO score. Why does nobody think this is important? Everybody cares about their Credit Karma score, okay? We don't care about Credit Karma. New Orleans, Chocolate City. There we go. Atlanta, Georgia. You got a lot of Minnesota people in the house. Michigan, Philly. Let's go. Hit that like button so we can get more people in the room. All right. We already got 100 TikTokers in the room, man. Y'all getting beat over here, Facebook and YouTube. Where y'all at, man? Let's go. TikTok over here crushing it, man. There you go, TikTok. Hit that like button. Hey, TikTok don't play, man. They know the rules and regulations to going live. Oh, we got Hawaii in the house. There you go. There we go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 707 in the house. I see you, B.E. Harris. Congratulations, 707s. You're in the 700 club. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Chi-Town. Okay. Do you have to freeze the secondary credit companies? Absolutely not. It's a waste of time over here on my TikTok. All right. We're going to clear that question right out the gate. Stop freezing these parties, man. It does you nothing. Secondary credit agencies. You need to attack directly with them. Yo, there's a lot of videos I haven't dropped yet that I got sitting in my little vault, okay, that are ready to drop this week. So I'm going to drop a lot of good ones. We got Seattle, Idaho, Staten Island, Illinois. We got a lot of people all over in the room, man. Let's get it. Chi-Town, Denver, Colorado. Let's hit that like button. All my YouTubers, all my Facebookers, all my TikTokers, man. This is awesome, man. This is really cool when we can do this all simultaneously. Maryland. All right, Fort Worth, Texas, Rocky Mountain, VA. Got a lot of people in Illinois in the house tonight. Let's get it. Houston, Texas. Got a lot of Texans in the house. South Carolina. In case nobody knows, I was born and raised in East LA, just like the movie, okay? All right. Bell Gardens, Whittier areas where I grew up at as a young child. I came up from the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. So if anybody ever tells you otherwise, tell them that they're lying, okay? All right, San Antonio. What up? What up, Andreas? There you go. Elos, Milltown, Carlos, North Carolina, Memphis checking in. Got some North Carolina, got some South Carolina in the house. Let's go. There we go. Hey, my favorite. There you go, Michelle Hollywood. Thank you. Rhode Island, Las Vegas, North Carolina. I am in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's where I'm at. I live in Gibsonville, but our office is in Greensboro, okay? We got New Jersey, Long Beach. Oh, I love me some Long Beach, man. There you go, cruising down the boulevard. Cali, Honolulu. There we go. Woody or Norwalk. That's what I'm talking about. Is it possible to get to an 850? Yeah, but it takes time and persistence and commitment. Everybody wants an 850, but you don't understand what it takes to get to an 850. You got to be committed. In the Greensboro area, there we go. There we go. All right, we're getting it loaded up in here. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to talk about our FICO scores, okay? Are credit reporting companies getting rich by keeping people believing in the Vantage score? Absolutely, man. Think about it like this. There's so many consumers out there that do not understand the difference between a Vantage credit score and a FICO credit score, okay? Everyone thinks I'm just pushing these products. No, I want everyone to be educated to understand what to look for when you're doing any type of credit, anything. When you're going to go get a car, when you're going to go get a credit card, when you're trying to purchase a home, get a personal loan, your FICO score is the only thing that matters. I cannot stress this enough to everyone. We've been convinced that a FICO, what is that? What's a FICO? Why does a FICO matter? Stop using Credit Karma. Credit Karma has the worst reporting of any app, okay? Because Credit Karma is trying to draw you in to get you to sign up for something. It is literally a marketing tool, okay? Credit Karma is a marketing tool. I cannot stress this enough to for everyone to understand, okay? Credit Karma is a marketing tool. Think about how many times Credit Karma dings you. It's like, hey, you got to update. Hey, you got this. Hey, you should check out these loans. Hey, you should look at this car insurance. Listen, that's what Credit Karma is about. That's why they got sued, okay? Because they were misleading consumers into believing that they would get approved for all these credit cards, and guess what? They didn't get approved. They got declined. But Credit Karma was still making money from every single application. That's the crazy. Credit Sesame is the same. A Credit Sesame is a Vantage credit score, okay? This is really, really important, okay? Richard Bailey. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It needs to happen, you know what I'm saying? Is Chime Bank worth anything? Some people like Chime. I'm not a fan of Chime just because Chime has been sued a bunch of times because it was portraying itself as a bank and it's really not. But it has helped people. Products that help people at the end of the day do, but they hurt a lot of people out there. That's why they got sued by California, because they were closing people's accounts. People's accounts were disconnecting, and then they were getting hit with late payments. And then they closed people's accounts, never to give them their money back. It was crazy. A lot of these things happen with Chime. That's the reason why I don't promote Chime, is because I've seen too many bad things happen with them, but there's been people that had great experiences with them, okay? Hey, man, Eden Wald, I got rid of Credit Karma because of your advice. Understanding where your credit score is at is really super important. So you don't go into a dealership looking super silly, and then they run your credit a billion times because you thought you had a 720 or you thought you had a 750. You're like, what do you mean I got a 640? What? How is this even possible? Okay. How is this even possible? Is Self a good app? Okay. Self is a decent app. Okay. Don't do the secured card. Okay. With Self, if you're going to do Self, you want to do the installment loan for at least a 2-year term. But the only thing that's not great about Self is it locks your money up. Okay. So you can't touch it for those 2 years. If you're with a major credit union, you could do a secured loan with them and it's much better. But Self is helping build positive payment history, which is great. So I want everybody to understand, I'm not trash talking Self because it's a great tool, but it locks up your money. So you got to understand that you're going to be locked up for at least 2 years, depending on what term you do. If you ever do a secured loan, okay, you need to do at least a minimum term of 2 years, because if you do it for 6 months, you're only going to get 6 months of reporting, which is still positive payment history, but it's not long enough, okay, because then it's going to close. When an account closes on your credit report, it drops your credit score temporarily. Your score is going to rebound within 6 to 8 months. At the most we've ever seen is really 9 months. It really depends on everyone's credit file, but anytime an account closes, it has a negative effect. So when you do these secured loans, like with Self, you got to understand, how it actually really affects your credit score and how long you should keep it in there, okay? All right, let's answer this question. This is a really good one. I'm going to put up a question. There's another one. I wonder why Navy Federal Credit Unions still show you Advantage scores online, but they run FICO for products. Crazy. I believe that they show a FICO 9. I can't remember if Navy Federal does or not. All right, I got a great question on the screen. I'm going to read it out for my TikTokers. My FICO fluctuates from 850, then drops 20 to 30 points, then goes back to 850. Never late on payments, and only credit I have now is a home loan and a credit card, which is paid off every month. Why is it dropping? Well, this is a great question. I want everyone to pay attention to this. There's two categories that you need to pay attention to that you can really, really control. One is payment history, okay? He said he's never late, so this is not why his score is dropping, okay? So making sure you never get a late payment is very, very important, okay? So you can be successful, and you want your payment history to be at 100%. If it's not, you need to attack those late payments, okay? Attacking late payments to reverse them, to try to get them on time. Don't send a goodwill letter when disputing late payments. This needs to be your last option because you're basically stating that you had a late payment and you're asking for forgiveness for it, okay? That's really important to understand, because I'm not going to tell you don't do it, but I'm going to tell you don't do it because it's your last option on the table. If you send a goodwill letter, you're stating that you had a late payment and you're admitting to it and you're asking for forgiveness. Now they have a document on file stating that you were late. Then you try to go back and dispute it. Like, it's not going to work out like that. Dispute and then try a goodwill letter if you're not successful between 3 to 6 rounds of late payment disputing, okay? So now I believe I know what's going on with Craig's score right here. He pays off his credit card every month. Now, it depends if it reports a small balance. Okay, so let's say we're going to run this hypothetically, okay? Let's say your statement closing date, this is really important, ladies and gentlemen. You need to know what your statement closing date. Your due date was created because you carried a balance the previous month, okay? If you carry a balance the previous month, then you're going to have something due on a due date, okay? That's where it comes from. If you have a due date, you need to make at least a minimum payment. Make it on time. Understanding your statement closing date. So let's say hypothetically your statement closing date is the 20th, okay? Pay off your credit card 2 days before your statement closing date, because it usually takes 1 to 2 days for your payment to hit. So then on the 20th, the statement closes, okay? The statement closes on the 20th. Don't use your card for up to 7 days so it reports a zero balance, okay? This is really important for everyone to understand. Stop using your credit card for up to 7 days maximum so it reports a zero balance, okay? This is really, really important for you to understand. What happens is the statement closing date closes and people usually go use the card a few days later because the credit card company has 3 to 7 days to report your balance. Some people say 3 to 5. I say do 3 to 7 to give yourself that extra window just in case, okay? So if your statement closing date hits, you don't use your card for up to 7 days, then it reports zero balance, okay? If you're reporting zero balance, that's going to be the first highest peak that your score can go to. Now, if you report between 1 to 6% utilization, you can potentially squeeze out up to 10 extra points, okay? That's very important to understand. Everybody is not going to get the 10 points. It's based on your credit file. So I may get 8. Someone might get 5. Craig might get a full 10. Everyone's going to be different. You can potentially get up to 10 extra points for carrying between 1 to 6% utilization, okay? Where do you find your statement closing date? On your digital statement on your phone or the paper statement that comes in the mail. It's going to say closing date or ending date, okay? It's going to say like starting date and then ending date, or opening date or closing date. So closing or ending date is what you need to look for on your statement closing so you can know exactly why it fluctuates, okay? This is really important for everyone to understand. This is the number one reason why people's scores go up and down. And then they're like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? It's because people don't really understand how to control their credit scores. Remember, okay, if you can control your payment history and your utilization, remember this. I want everyone to take this as the biggest piece of gem that you're going to get tonight. Utilization is the balances that are reported, not how much you use your card. It's the balances that are reported in that gap once your statement closing date ends, okay? Remember, utilization can be controlled by you by understanding your statement closing date. Once the statement closing date hits, don't use that card for up to 7 days, and you have literally controlled your credit score, okay? And you're going to learn how to do that over time, and this is what causes your score to fluctuate up and down. If you carry a small balance, a little balance, you go between 1 to 6, so then you hit that little plateau of extra points, then you hit 0 again. You're going back and forth. You're playing a seesaw game, okay? So that's really important that we understand this, because this is exactly how you're going to control your credit score. Now, let's talk about when you apply for a credit card, all right? When you apply for a credit card companies are going to be pulling your FICO 8 bank card score, okay? Remember this, your FICO 8 bank card score. Every single industry has a specific score that they're going to pull from, okay? Understanding this is very key to your success, okay? Understanding exactly where they're going to pull your FICO score from is going to help you understand where your score is at, all right? I promote my Score IQ on a $1 7-day trial because it gives you your industry scores for Experian $1 on a 7-day trial. You're going to see your FICO 8 bank card score. You're going to see your FICO 8 auto. Remember what I just said, your FICO 8 auto if you're trying to get a home, okay? A car. Your FICO 8 auto if you're trying to get a car, okay? If you're trying to get a credit card, remember your FICO 8 bank card score. But for auto loans, your FICO 8 auto, okay? That's really important for you to know those scores. You can always get any of my links in my bio, okay? For some reason, Facebook over here kicking back my link. I don't know why, okay? I just put it up on my YouTube, okay, in the comments. All my links are always in my bio or in my comments, okay, in the videos. Let me see what's going on over here with this link. But my Score IQ is amazing for this because it's the only one that will do this $1 on a 7-day trial. Now, Experian, if you haven't used it already, will sometimes give you a 7-day trial for free. Now, we've seen different variations where certain areas, it's not the same price that it is when you pay for the full Experian app, which makes no sense. I only pay $20 a month to see my Experian and all my scores, and they give you some of those industry scores, but I pay $20 a month for the full service. I know some people can get it for free on a 7-day trial, and then some other people, they don't even offer it to. It's like regional. I don't understand, but I've seen different variations, so I can't say like, no, hey, this is where this is going to be at, because it's very inconsistent with Experian. So that's why I went looking for something that's going to show all of your FICO scores, okay, for the industry, your industry FICO scores for the most important ones, okay? Let's see if it lets it go out again to YouTube. There it goes. It goes out to YouTube now. So anyone on TikTok, you can get that link in my bio. You need to be looking for your FICO 8 bank card score for credit cards, your FICO 8 auto for auto loans, okay? And your FICO 2, 4, and 5 for mortgages. It's going to give you your FICO 2, which is fine. When they do mortgage lending, they do what's called a tri-merge report, or they do a caviars report. That's going to pull all 3 of your FICOs, your FICO 2, 4, and 5. And then the mortgage score is dramatically lower, okay, than your FICO 8, because it's a FICO 2, 4, and 5. Those lending models are so outdated that's the reason why they're going to be moving to the FICO 10T here the next year or two with mortgage lending. But when they pull your tri-merge report, they're going to pull all three of them. They're going to go with your middle score. They don't go with your highest. They don't go with your lowest. They go with your middle score. So if you have a 720, a 760, and a 740, they're going to go with your 740. Okay? So that's really important for everyone to understand when you're looking for that now. Okay? All right, here we go. So that's important that everyone understands how that works when you're looking at your FICO scores, okay? Oh, this is a really great question. Really great question. All right, I'm going to read this out loud so everyone can hear it on TikTok also. I have a Credit One credit card and want to close it. What do you recommend? I don't even use it, but I'm paying a fee and they keep offering another card with an American Express logo. This is one of my biggest things that I cannot stand. One, understand I've had bad credit cards and I have great credit cards, okay? I don't even know why I didn't bring my credit cards in here. I've had credit ones. They're absolutely horrendous because I didn't know any better when I first started working on my credit. When I was like 26 or 27, I was like, "Ooh, this is a cool credit card. They're going to give me a credit card." So I paid the annual fee. I thought that was normal. A lot of people don't understand that it's not normal for a company to take an annual fee and not give you anything in return. Now, some of these Credit One cards offer a 1% cash back. So they make it seem like you're getting so much. Like, that's not a great thing. 1% cash back, you're never going to get anything, okay? And now they're starting to offer these Credit One cards with an American Express logo. How American Express got co-branded now, this is a co-branded credit card with Credit One, okay? And it's important to understand it is not in any way, shape, or form meaning you're in the American Express family. It is a co-branded credit card that doesn't come with any American Express features. They're literally just selling you on the brand because they know, like, okay, let's see, we're going to put out this card and American Express is going to give us some money for this. They're making money because American Express's logo is on there. So they have to pay American Express to have that co-branded card. So they're going to get more people to sign up for it because you're like, oh, snap, I'm going to get an American Express. It is not an American Express credit card. I cannot stress that enough to everyone, okay? Let's get that on the table right now. Now, should we close it? Now, this is very important. I'm never going to tell someone close or open a credit card. Think of it like this. The longer you keep it on your credit file and the longer you wait to rip the Band-Aid off, the more it's going to hurt, okay? So the longer you leave this credit card on your file and you're paying monthly fees, you're paying annual fees for nothing, why would you want to keep it on your credit report? So you need to really make a decision on your own and say, all right, should I keep this credit card? I'm not using it, okay? The credit limit sucks, and I'm paying all these fees for it. You have to make a decision and say, I'm going to close it. Now, if you close a credit card, your score is going to temporarily drop. Usually your score will rebound, and we've seen 3 to 6, then we've seen 6 to 8, but at maximum, your score will rebound within a maximum of 9 months. It's always going to depend on what's on your credit report, okay? That's really important to understand because everyone's credit score is going to be different, how it fluctuates, all this stuff that it does, okay? So that's very important to understand. So if you close it, there will be a negative impact. So you want to kind of plan when you're going to close some credit cards. Like say, I'm not going to apply for any credit. I don't need any credit. Let's go ahead and knock these bad boys out. Because when you close a credit card, it's going to have that negative impact, but your score is going to rebound at the longest 9 months. But this card is still going to stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. This is why I say a secured credit card is not a good thing to have on your file, because if it does not graduate to unsecured, okay, then even if you close it, a closed account will stay on your credit report for up to 10 years, okay? This is very important to understand. A lot of people don't get that. They think, oh my God, it's closed, it's done, I'm done. No, it's going to be on there for up to 10 years. So when a lender pulls your credit report, they can see it's closed. It's not a big deal. It's not having a crazy negative impact on your file. It does it temporarily, then your score rebounds, okay? But understanding it's going to stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. Any closed account can do that. Now, I have people ask me, like, can I get this closed account deleted from my credit report? No, you shouldn't want to delete a closed account because it has payment history. So when you close an account, it's not building any more history. Okay, it stops building history, but it's still holding up your credit score because there's positive payments that are still on your file. So when people say, oh, it's going to destroy your credit score because blah, 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 it's been on there forever, it's my oldest card, take the hit or you don't take the hit. But why would you keep paying for a credit card that's crappy? Let's keep it real, okay? And it will say closed by consumer, but it doesn't matter if it says closed by consumer. It really doesn't. So it's not impacting the credit score. Closed is closed. Just like when people think that a voluntary repossession is not the same as repossession. Repossession is repossession. Closed by consumer or closed by credit grantor doesn't matter. It does not make or break your credit file, okay? So this is a good question right here. So any card with no fee is a good card to hold, right? Absolutely. We call those free credit cards, okay? If you can get a credit card that has no fee, go for it, okay? But remember, it has to be a good fit for you. You have to move different when you have credit. You can't be out there going to go get all types of credit cards. Every time you add a new line of credit to your credit file, you're reducing your average age of credit. So when you get credit cards, you want to make sure that you're choosing the right credit cards, okay? All right? So that's important to understand. All right. So late payments. Now, let's get this last question off of there. All right, we got another question here. How do I get a late payment off my credit from PNC Bank? I have tried for 2 years off and on. Please help. All right, I'm going to give you all the gist, okay? And this isn't a sales tactic, but I'm going to tell you right now. Late payments are an absolute nightmare to reverse, okay? If they're with credit unions, they're even harder to reverse, okay? Remember that. Late payments with credit unions, a big pain, okay? They're very difficult to delete. But any late payment, remember, when people start working on their credit, they start to really think like, oh, why is this taking so long? One, how jacked up is your credit file, okay? Because deletions don't just happen overnight. People think that they're going to get into credit repair and someone's going to wave their magic wand and all these things are going to get deleted and updated. No, it takes time, persistency, and consistency, okay? So when you're attacking late payments, you have a couple of options. You can send a standard letter to the credit bureau saying this item is not reporting properly. This is inaccurate information. Please update it to be on time. Now, if you don't have any basis to fight that with, like proof, like receipts, bank statements, you're just going to hit a brick wall. What we use Metro 2. Now, y'all need to go all watch my video that's pinned on on all platforms. Well, except for YouTube. I got to figure out how to pin it on YouTube. I'm going to make it a featured video on YouTube, okay? It's important to understand what Metro 2 is, okay? Metro 2, everything on the credit report is structured in Metro 2 because the credit bureaus created something called Metro, and then it morphed into Metro 2. The Consumer Data Industry Association was created by a bunch of lenders on the boards, okay, of lending companies. So all these big board members of lending companies and then all these board members from the credit bureaus created the Consumer Data Industry Association. They created Metro and then it turned into Metro 2. So everything on a credit report must report in the format of Metro 2 because they created this to ensure that everything on your credit report was accurate and complete. So when we attack things, we use Metro 2 to attack these items, unless we see that there's an opportunity to sue, and then we talk to a client about potentially getting into a pre-litigation program, okay, because we see a bunch of different things on there. Pre-litigation generally works for charge-offs and collections. So when you're attacking late payments, you want to attack them using Metro 2, okay? That's very important to understand. So we attack using Metro 2. We attack how the item is reporting to try to get it to be reversed to on time, okay? This is the most successful thing that we've seen attacking late payments. So there's no magic letter or magic way, but Metro 2 attacks how the item is reporting, And especially if there's inconsistencies and we can see that, like you have a 30-day over here and then on time right here and then an on time right here, but a 30-day over here. Like there's pretty inconsistent reporting here. So with Metro 2, we point that out and we show that. I created a program called Dispute Like a Pro, where basically anybody can sign up for this. And we created this DIY program that is the most innovative in the industry. We create your Metro 2 letters for you. Okay. We then create your letters. Then we email them to you. Then you print them out. You send them out certified mail. And that's it. And you're done. There's no modules that you have to learn. There's no learning about being an expert. We create these powerful letters for you, email them to you, and you print them out. Okay. And you can attack anything on your credit report. All right. If you're going to attack hard inquiries, you have to send us a list of the hard inquiries. We're not going to attack any hard inquiries unless you send us an email list of them. Okay. But Dispute Like a Pro, you can do $50 a month. Okay. And I'm telling you right now, it is one of the most powerful DIY programs out in the industry right now that is just crushing it. Okay. Because you don't have to do template letters. You don't have to figure out how to fill them out. And you don't have to do some dumb modules that don't really help you. Okay. Because you have to understand what letter to use next, how to use it, and how to attack. The problem with these template letters, if they've been washed up into the system, and the credit bureaus have seen these a billion times. Okay. I don't know how many credit repair organizations use these out there. I know it's a lot of them that use these template letters, the famous 609 letter that's been circulated to hundreds of thousands of Americans. And when something gets deleted and someone uses this template, they think, oh, well, it got deleted because I used this letter. No, it got deleted because it couldn't be verified and wasn't accurate. Okay. Those are the reasons why it got deleted. So it's important to understand that attacking late payments is very difficult. And it can be a very timely process. When you're using Metro 2, you should generally go 4 to 8 rounds. If you can't get it done in 8 rounds, man, that late payment ain't going nowhere. Okay. And then that's when your last option on the table is a goodwill letter. Basically sending a goodwill letter to the CEO of the company. You go on Google and try to find the email address for the CEO of a company. You type up a letter and you say, hey, listen, I went through a financial hardship. I'm trying to get myself back on track, but these late payments are really destroying my credit score. Can you please help me reverse them? Okay. And then you send that to their email and you cross your fingers. It's really, you're at their wits to see if they'll do it. Okay. Someone says it doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, yeah. But it's going to be different for everyone. I'll be honest with you, okay? Mort 9006 over on TikTok says it doesn't work. With some companies, goodwill letters do work, but not all of them, okay? Just going to keep it real with you, okay? This person keeps asking, can CarMax continue to report late a charge-off account? A charge-off account is late, period. So I don't understand the question. More, that letter doesn't help. It's true. That's why you want to use it as a last option, like what I said, because if you're not having luck reversing it, then really your last option is to send the goodwill letter, but you only want to use it as your last option. But it's worked for some people. It hasn't worked for everyone. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, we got a good question over here. I was pre-authorized for an American Express Gold, but they want a $695 annual fee. That's too much. The American Express Gold is definitely not a $695 annual fee. So let's go and clear that up. All right. The Gold card is a $295 annual fee. Okay. But you're probably talking about the Platinum card, because the Gold card does not have a $695 annual fee. That is the Platinum card, okay? Now, whenever you're getting these travel credit cards, you need to understand if this travel credit card works for you. Travel credit cards are not for anyone, okay? Yeah, no, that's a Platinum fee, exactly. If you don't see the value in getting a credit card that has a $695 annual fee, you don't belong with that credit card. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people don't want annual fees, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you get a card with the annual fee, you need to understand if this card works for you, if you're going to really travel and use all the benefits. If you only travel once a year, the platinum card is not for you, okay? Because you're not going to reap the benefits of it. Do I help fix credit? Yes. We have a program. We have multiple programs. We have the do-it-yourself program that I dropped the link over here on YouTube and Facebook. Dispute Like a Pro. It's the most advanced do-it-yourself program. We make your letters, you print them out, you mail them out, and you're done. You can't get any easier than that for $50 a month. You know, I did this for the people because I've seen so many do-it-yourself programs that are absolutely horrendous. Okay, and we take the guessing out of all of it. We do full service where we offer 2 different plans. Depends on what you're trying to accomplish. The Metro 2 program, and we have a pre-litigation program that is designed to sue. Okay, designed to sue to get collections and charge-offs removed from your credit reports. Okay, so you can go to my website. You can go to my Stan link. Okay, link is in the bio. I'm gonna put my Stan link up where everyone can find all the goodies in one place, so you don't have to keep searching. Okay, I put it up on. Let's see. Make sure it goes up there. Yep, I put it up on Facebook and on YouTube. All my TikTokers, link is in the bio to set up a consultation. Take a look at all of our products. We also do offer a business credit program that helps you from start to finish build your business credit. All right. Don't book a call for business credit and talk to me. I don't know what I want to do. Like, don't book a call. Okay. I'm not trying to be rude, but don't take up that spot. Okay. If you're not serious about building your business credit, you just want to talk my ear off about what you want to accomplish. And then you're like, I'll think about it. Be serious about if you're going to build your business credit, because this is a serious program. You're going to have 12 months of support for anything that you do if you're trying to build your business credit. Okay. To make sure if you get stuck, you know how to get unstuck. There's certain things that you need to do to move forward with your business credit and build with your EIN. Yes, you can do it. You can start with your tier 1s all the way up to your tier 4s. Okay. Some people can jump the line if their credit's in great place, and they can start getting tier 3s and tier 4s because they're using their personal credit. But the purpose of building business credit, 2 reasons for building business credit, is to not put things in your personal name, you as a personal guarantor, but there's going to be things that you're going to have to put in your name. So your personal credit has to be in line. Get your credit in line. Okay. Full services, you're looking at, for full service clients, depends on the program. You're looking at $325 to get started for the first month, and then $200 every month after. Everyone's files are going to be different. So don't say, well, how long does it take? How jacked up is your credit? Okay. Because people that have a really jacked up credit are usually the ones that have very unrealistic goals. Like, I had somebody send me a message, say, hey, can you get me to a 640 in like 60 days? I'm like, no, like, I don't know. I haven't even seen your credit report. 1, and 2, this is something that everyone needs to hear. Okay. Everyone pay attention. There's nobody on God's given earth that can tell you if they can delete something and how much your score is going to increase. And if they're doing that, they're absolutely doing illegal activities. Okay. Because we don't know if we can delete something, but we have a process that is created, okay, that is designed to attack properly, but we can't tell you whether or not an item is going to be deleted because we'd be lying. We don't work at the credit bureaus. Like, so when people say, oh, I could delete that, they're full of it, okay? Or they're say, yeah, man, I'm going to increase your credit score 120 points in 90 days. Dang, bro, who is you, Jesus? You know what I'm saying? Jesus can't even tell me that, okay? So that's important to understand, okay? Don't let anybody mislead you and tell you these crazy lies that they can do these crazy things. And then 6 months later, you're calling me telling me, hey, man, I was with this fool who made all these promises. What can you do for me? Like, bro, like, really? Okay? So that's important to understand. All right. How can I find out my real credit score? Let's get back to it, Jada. There we go. Okay? Link is in the bio for My Score IQ. You can get $1 on a 7-day trial. You're going to pull your 3 FICO scores, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And then it's going to give you your industry scores for Experian. Okay? Yo, Jesse Robertson, I'm going to pull this up in a second, okay? He's over here telling me like, bruh, like I know what you did, okay? This is funny. We're going to come back to him, but all right. So your FICO scores, I'm going to put it, no, Smart Credit's not for your FICO scores, Tavarius Ward, okay? Remember, we're looking at FICO scores, everybody, not Vantage scores, okay? I love you all, but let's be very clear on that, okay? I'm an affiliate with my score, IQ, and this is the only thing that will get you your FICO scores for $1 on a 7-day trial. Link is in the bio for TikTokers, and then link is in the comment section for my YouTubers and Facebookers. Okay, so Jaded Garcia, there you go. All right. Now, this is hilarious. I'm going to take you down now, Jada. Okay, I got to put this up on the screen. Okay, Jesse Robertson. Okay, thank you for saying this. He said, dude, you increased some of my reporting well over 100 points in 120 days. Yes, there's some truth to that. We did increase his credit score 120 points, in 120 days. But everyone's results are always going to vary. So I want everyone to really understand that. But I appreciate his support, because he's being really honest with everybody and telling everybody what his position is. He's an active client, okay? This is not paid in any way, shape, or form. So I want you guys to understand that everyone's results are going to vary. So you can't generalize someone's credit file. So when people say they can increase it this amount of time, like, bro, like, or what are you talking about? Okay. So that's important to understand. Okay. All right. There we got another one over there. 70 plus in 1 month with Mike. Trust the process. Jamie Rivas. Yo, the truth is in the pudding. We really take a real passion to what we do, and we really work on people's credit files. That's why, like, see, these clients, they understand what they're going through. They understand the process. Understanding the process and they trust the process is really important, because we're not going to mislead you. We're not going to misguide you. And on top of that, you're going to get one-on-one coaching calls with me. And it's very important that you do those coaching calls so we can work to guide you as you move along, because we want to talk about your banking, your positive credit, making sure that everyone is moving in a proper direction. The clients that follow through with the coaching calls, and they follow through with following up and making sure you're using your credit properly, they're watching the videos that we're sending them. Those are the clients that succeed and they get through the program. They're like in a better position now. So, hey, thank you guys for coming up here, and saying this. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, because we work really hard on credit files, man. People have no idea how hard we work, okay? So let me get this. All right, let's get moving. I have a medical bill from January 2018. How do I tell the date has started the clock? Let's put this up on the screen. This is a really tough one. I have a medical bill from January 2018. How do I tell the date that started the clock? I read it's 30 days past due. That when it's 30 days past due, or others say when the collection company bought it. Now, with medical collections, the clock starts the moment you have 180 days to pay on this item before it goes to collections. Okay, so 180 days for a medical collection from your date of service. Remember this, okay? 180 days from your date of service. So it can't go into collections until it hits 181 days. If it goes into collections before that, they violated. Now in 2023, okay, they're going to be pushing it to a full year. Okay, so I don't know if that's going to be retroactive, for past collections, or they're going to give more people more time. I don't really know yet. We haven't really seen any reporting about that. So it's really important to understand that a medical collection, the clock starts on your date of service, and you have 180 days to pay it, which is 6 months, okay? And once it hits 181, that's when it goes into collections, okay? Now, if you pay a medical collection, a paid medical collection is not allowed to report on your credit report, all right? Now, I dropped a video about charity care. I want everyone with medical collections to understand what charity care is, okay? You have a certain allotted time frame for you to apply for charity care if you have some bills that are in collections, okay? Go watch that video. I dropped it on all platforms. I'm going to drop it on YouTube also. It's out on Instagram. It's out on Facebook and on TikTok, okay? $4.org, okay? I'm going to put the link is in my bio on TikTok. I'm going to put the link up here for my my Facebookers. So give me a second. Let me pull up the link. It's somewhere in here. Uh-oh. I hope I saved it. Oh, here it is. There it is. Awesome. So I'm going to send it to myself real quick, guys. So give me a second. And then I'm going to put it up on the screen, okay? All right, let's go. Let's go. Give me a second. So $4.org is going to see if you qualify for charity care for absolutely free, okay? Nobody's making any money at $4.org, okay? They're helping people see if they qualify to get rid of this debt, okay? Some people will, some people won't, because there's some hospitals that have to have charity care. More than 50% of hospitals have to offer charity care, okay? So that's important for everyone to understand in that process. I dropped a link in Facebook on YouTube so everyone can go there. You could apply. It's free to see if you qualify, okay? There's certain income requirements, there's certain things, but they can find out for you for absolutely free, okay? It costs you nothing, okay, to go check it out. But so prior medical debts will still hit in 2023. You know, that's a really tough question, Robertson, okay? I believe that medical debts will still hit. Yeah, I mean, so a medical collection is still allowed to report, but they're going to have, they used to be 181 days. Now it's going to be a full year. That's supposed to start in 2023. So I don't know if it's going to be retro to old medical collections or it's going to be to new ones that are going to start hitting in 2023. I'm assuming that it's only going to affect medical collections from 2023 and moving on forward that will have a year to wait, that you have a year to pay on it before it goes to collection, okay? So you have a year. We're hoping that they will retroactively do this for some people because they need those extra 6 months, or they're going to reset them all to a year. Nobody really knows, but it's important to understand that, okay? Can portfolio things be deleted? Anything has the potential to be deleted. Like, understand that. I can't say, yeah, you could delete anything. Like, anything has the potential to be deleted. If they're not reporting properly per Metro 2, or there's clear violations of the FCRA, the FDCPA, and you can go into what you call the pre-litigation program. The pre-litigation program is designed to sue. Okay, so we have two different programs. You go in my link, go check out my website. It's on the pricing page, gives you a little detail about it. Pre-litigation program is designed only for collections and charge-offs, and we do go after hard inquiries also, but it's really designed to go after those in a more timely manner and then send your file over to a legal team, and it's designed to sue, okay? I'll put it to you like that. That's the best way of saying it, okay? Let me see. Metro 2, 70 days, 700 credit score. Metro 2 is better than 609. Is a big difference between Metro 2 and 609. Absolutely a huge difference. You're looking at a template letter, and then you're looking at a system that's designed to attack in how it's reporting. You're always going to have better results with Metro 2 versus a 609 letter. It's a damn template. It's a template, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what we got over here. Repair my credit, 680. Need a collection. Inquiries gone. Yo, link is in the bio, ladies and gentlemen. Set up your... Yo, if you're going to go set up a consultation, I'm going to go ahead and clear this up right now. You need to sign up for the credit monitoring so I can see your credit reports. If you book a consultation and you don't give us your login information so I can look at your credit reports, I can't help you. Okay. Like, we can't look at your credit reports. They're just going to be missing in the sky. Okay. All right. I have to see your credit reports to see what's going on in your file, and what we can recommend, what program, because every single file is different. You can't generalize credit files and say, no, everyone needs this one. No, like, you need to understand what the program's like and then decide what program is going to be best fit. Okay. All right. What's the low? Oh, this is a good one. What's the lowest score I've seen? Oh, man. Dude, the lowest score I've ever seen was like a 426 or something like that. A 426. Okay. It was the lowest credit score I've ever seen. I didn't know it was possible because I believe you get 350 points just for playing the game of credit. There was a file that I saw that had so many negatives that their credit score was, they had so many negative accounts on their credit score that their credit score was in the negative. It wasn't calculating anymore. So when your score drops that low because you have so many negative items, man, you got a massive mountain to climb. I've seen a lot of things, man. It's pretty crazy the amount of credit files I look at. All right. Let's see what else we got. Listen, okay, I'm not trying to be rude when I say this. If you're serious about doing services, you need to go through a process to set up a call, a consultation. Link is in my bio on TikTok, okay? And anybody that sends me a DM on Instagram or on Facebook, okay? I'm generally going to try to have someone on the team respond with the link, the price breakdown, and all that good stuff. And then you got to book the consultation, and you have to submit your credit monitoring information with the link that we send you so I can see your credit reports. That's how you book a consultation with me. I'm not just sitting around like, hey, let me call this guy. Let me call this guy right now. Yo, we are booked solid 7 days a week, okay? So, but new slots open up all the time daily, okay? All right. Let's see. All right. All right. I'm about to ban some people here. I'm about to ban some people on TikTok. I see you guys creeping in my comments, man. It ain't no bueno when you're out here trying to prey on my followers. Do not listen to anybody that's trying to offer you something on TikTok, okay? All right, people? I see them in the comments. I'm trying to ban them, but for whatever reason, TikTok over here moving slower than I don't know what. So let me go ban this guy real quick. There we go. Yep. There we go. Gonna block you real quick. These people are over here preying on my followers. Okay. Gonna go ahead and block him too. And there you go. Confirmed. Let's go ahead and block that guy. All right. All right. There we go. I'm here eating Doritos and a hot dog, waiting for you to look at your phone. All right, there we go. Let's get some other questions. What's your opinion on Capital One? Yo, what's my TikTok? Limitless Culture on TikTok. All right, Limitless Culture on TikTok. What's my opinion on Capital One? Depends on what we're talking about. Secured cards, do not get any secured cards from Capital One. All right, let's go ahead and get that on the table right now. Do not do secured cards with Capital One. They will never unsecure, okay? We've seen so many things going on with that, okay? Now, as far as the Capital One Venture X, the Venture X is really trying to go for the top spot as being one of the number one travel credit cards. So be on the lookout for that. You need to have a 725 FICO 8 bank card score, okay? And you need to have that in order to get the Venture X Capital One. They have the Saver. Let's break down the tiers of credit cards with Capital One, because every Capital One credit card is a tier, okay? So you have the secured credit card, which is the platinum card. And then right after that is the Quicksilver 1, okay? Right after that is the Quicksilver. Then after that is the Saver 1. And then after that is the Saver card. And then after that is the Venture 1. And then after that is the Venture X. You can only have a maximum of 4 Capital One credit cards. I dropped a full-length video on YouTube about this. So if y'all ain't on my YouTube, y'all need to go check it out. Mike the Credit Guy on YouTube. That's really important that you guys understand. Your Capital One Platinum is not secured. Some of them are not secured, but some of them are, okay? Remember that. Some people have secured platinum credit cards and some people don't. It's always based on your credit, okay? So everyone's going to be different. You almost got me there, Robertson, okay? But all right. All right. You can find my links. I'm going to put my link up here again. My Stan link is going to show you all of my links, okay? So you can just click on that link, and that will take you to show you our program. Okay, we have Dispute Like a Pro, $50 a month. Okay, it's a monthly service. We will create your letters for you, email them to you, you print them, you mail them, and you're done. Okay, there's no type of client portal. There's anything. This is a DIY. Okay, it's the best DIY in the industry. We offer full services. Okay, where we have 2 different plans that we offer for full service, Metro 2 and pre-litigation. Okay, and then all my links are in this link, Stan. TikTok, you can find it in my bio, and then over here in the comment section. What's the fastest way to increase my credit score? Ooh, that's a great question. This is going to be the best question of the night. What's the fastest way to increase my credit score? 1, you need to know what your FICO score is, okay? So in my link on Stan, you can find the link for My Score IQ, where you can see your FICO scores and your industry scores for $1 on a 7-day trial. Go get it. Go look at your FICO industry scores. Your FICO 8 bank card score is for credit cards. Your FICO 8 auto is for your auto loans. And your FICO 2 is for mortgages, okay? Now, the fastest way that anybody can increase their credit score is 2 ways, okay? 2 ways. 1, if you're carrying any balances on your credit cards, pay them down all the way down to 0, okay? Pay down your credit cards. I cannot stress it enough to you, okay? That's the fastest way. Now, once you pay down your credit cards, if you have a family member or a close friend that has a credit card that has a lot of age, so meaning it's like it's been open for more than 5 years, okay, has a nice credit limit to it, it's not carrying a balance, okay, you can become an authorized user on that credit card. They don't have to give you a card, but understand, if they get a late payment, you get a late payment. If they carry a balance, you carry a balance, okay? Anything negative that impacts that credit card is going to impact your credit file. You should be able to remove yourself as an authorized user if you need to, if it starts to get out of control, okay? But paying down your credit cards all the way down to 0 balance is going to be the first peak that you can get your credit score to. If you carry 1 to 6% utilization, you can potentially squeeze out 10 more points. I say potentially because I may get 10, you may get 8, they may get 6, they may get 3. Everyone's credit file is different. But the maximum amount of points that you can get for carrying 1 to 6% utilization is going to be 10 points, okay? I'm going to answer this last question because this is a really good question from one of my YouTubers out here. Hey, Mike, question. Is co-branded cards just as good as regular cards like Navy Federal Amex versus regular Amex? No. Co-branded credit cards, you are not in the American Express family, unfortunately, okay? Now, you do get some benefits, but you're never going to use them, okay? Those benefits include, what are they called? Travel Insiders, okay? You can use a co-branded American Express card with Travel Insiders. I need to make another video about that because a lot of people don't understand about Travel Insiders. So it is not the same as being with American Express directly, okay? Remember, a co-branded card is completely different unless it's on the American Express website. So like the Delta, American Express Platinum, the American Express Reserve, the American Express, the Delta Sky Miles Gold, the Delta Sky Miles Platinum, and the Delta Sky Miles Reserve. Those are direct American Express cards. They're co-branded, but they're American Express cards. See, that's different. You have to get it directly from the American Express site, okay? There's all kinds of co-branded credit cards, but the Navy Federal is not an American Express credit card, unfortunately. And the famous Credit One American Express is not also a American Express credit card. So it's not the same. Let's see. I'm going to answer one last question over here on TikTok. What is an absolute best credit card for an 800 credit score? That's a really good question. I'm going to go with, that's a tough one, man. What is an absolute best credit card for an 800 credit score? I'm going to say right now, it's the Capital One Venture X. Link is in my bio to go get it, okay? All my awesome credit card offers. The reason why the Capital One Venture X is an amazing credit card to have right now, they just added 1,300 lounges. I didn't do a review on it before because they did not have very many lounges. I'm like, how are you going to tell me that this is a great credit card when you don't have any lounges except for one? Okay? Didn't make any sense to me. So I said, I'm going to let this card do its thing, let it age, because usually if a credit card company wants to be the number one card, they're going to modify it. So they did that. They added 1,300 new lounges to their network that you could see inside of the Capital One app, the Capital One travel app, okay? Now, you're also going to get $300 annually just for booking inside of the Capital One app for hotels or flights, okay? Or rental cars. So if you spend some money inside that app, you're going to get $300 annually for free money, okay? And they do offer really good deals inside of there. So you want to compare and look at the deals that they're offering and compare them online to other offers, okay? Now, the other big kicker to me is going to be you get 10,000 bonus miles every year just for keeping the card open. There's no other credit card that does that, okay? There's no credit card that just gives you extra points for keeping it open every year. So that's another one, another big kicker for me, okay? And it also gets you 2x miles for every regular purchase, okay? So no matter what you use on it, you're going to automatically get 2x. There's not very many cards that offer that. That's why, to me, the Capital One Venture X is really sitting at the top, okay? That's why I'm a fan of it. But remember, you cannot have more than 4 Capital One credit cards. If you have more than 4, you will automatically get disqualified. How do I know? Because I have 4 Capital One credit cards, okay? And I can't get any more. I'm locked out, okay? All right. The Capital One Venture X, okay? The Capital One Venture X is one of the best cards on the market. Link is in my bio, okay? On my Stan link. Anyone can see that, okay? There was another question I saw here. Let's see. The Hilton Honors Amex or the American Express Gold? This is a really good question. So I'm going to hit this last question on TikTok over there, okay? The American Express Gold card is a must-have for any traveler, anybody that's trying to stack points, okay? Link is always going to be in Stan for you to go get this card because I believe it is a must-have, okay? That's how you can support my page, is to go get the American Express Gold card or the Venture X credit card, okay, through Capital One in my link. Now, the American Express Gold card gets you protection, okay, purchase protection up to $10,000, okay? It doesn't apply to cars, motorcycles, or marine vehicles, okay? So like, jet skis, boats, just so you know, okay? But $10,000 of purchase protection. So what is purchase protection? If you purchase a cell phone, it's protected up to 90 days. If it gets lost, stolen, or damaged or arrives damaged or never arrives, American Express will take care of it. Okay. You'll also get a extended 1-year warranty after your original warranty runs out. So the manufacturer's warranty is 1 year, 2 years generally. Once that warranty runs out, okay, then your American Express warranty kicks in for 1 year. All right. This is one of the other bonuses of the American Express card. And remember, last part's the most important, like Heather Garza said. Okay. All right. Now, here's why the American Express Gold Card is a must-have. You get 4x for supermarkets. This is a big deal because this is the majority of the things that people spend their money on is grocery stores. It does not apply to Walmart, and I think it doesn't apply to Target either. Okay. All right. So let's clear that up. And you get 4x points for dining. Okay. If you use Uber Eats or any type of app like that, it counts for dine-in or takeout. So if you order Chinese or something like that, or you pick up some takeout, it's going to apply to that. 4x points. You can't beat that. And you're also going to get $120 statement credit every year on your Uber Eats or Uber. Okay. So like every month I get like $10 or $15, something like that. I can't remember how it breaks down. I think it's $10 a month. Okay. So if I order Uber Eats, I automatically get $10 off my meal. You can't beat that. I have the American Express Business Gold. Okay. I used to have the personal, but I gave it up to get a platinum because they offered me more points. So I gave it up. Okay. Let me tell you a little secret. This is a huge gem I'm about to drop on you right now. Okay. About the American Express Gold Business Card. If you're a business owner, you need to hear this. Okay. So one, the sign-on bonuses are always going to be better. Okay. When you have a business American Express Gold Card. And two, once you hit your bonuses and you want to use your miles, okay, if you book with a preferred partner and you book a business class ticket using your points inside of the American Express app, and you book a business trip business class ticket round trip, and you use your points, American Express is going to give you 25% of your points back that you use. Okay, nobody else is doing that. All right. So that's a little gem that I dropped in there for the business American Express Gold. You can get those links in my stand link that I just dropped on there. Okay. And on my link in my bio on TikTok. And listen, I just want to tell everybody thank you for coming to the live. All my links are in there. You can do the dispute like a pro. You can sign up for full services. We got your credit card offers. Go get your FICO score from My Score IQ. Link is in the bio. Okay. $1 on a 7-day trial. Go look at your FICO score. Stop using Credit Karma. I cannot stress that enough to you. Stop using Credit Karma. Can we just say that? Okay. Your FICO score is the only thing that matters. Thank you so much for everyone that came to the live. Go support, follow, like, send this to all your friends, your homies. Okay. Thank you again. Y'all have a nice night.